Hi guys, this is Vidya from Vidya's Kitchen. Welcome to my channel.
Hi guys, this is Janani here and today we're going to see how to make whole wheat garlic bread. In a bowl, take a quarter cup of lukewarm water. To it add 1 teaspoon of honey and half a teaspoon of active dried yeast. Stir this well and set it aside for 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure that after 10 minutes your mixture is frothy and bubbling. In another bowl, take 250 grams of whole wheat flour. To this add 1 teaspoon of salt. Add the yeast water mixture to this dough and start to incorporate it into the flour with your fingers. After it is well mixed and incorporated, we're going to add half a cup of water to this mix. Don't add all of the water in at once. Pour half of it at first, mix that into the flour and then add the other half. It will be very hard to handle this dough at first because it will be sticky and very wet, but as you keep kneading it, it will get better and will form a more rough dough. Once you have mixed the water in, add 3 tablespoons of oil here. I have used olive oil and start to gently knead the dough together for 10 minutes. For the first 5 minutes, knead the dough in the bowl, incorporating all the flour into it and then transfer it onto a floured surface and knead it for 5 minutes more. Please be very gentle throughout this whole process and in the end you will get a smooth elastic ball of dough. Place it in a greased bowl. Cover it with cling wrap and set it aside for 30 minutes to rise. In the meantime, take a quarter cup of melted butter and to it add 2 teaspoons of oregano and 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. I'm using a lot of ingredients for the butter here because this provides flavor for our whole loaf. Mix this together well and set it aside. This will be a garlic butter that we will be using later in the recipe. Take out the dough and punch it to release any excess gas and knead it on a plastic wrapped surface for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm using plastic wrap here because it makes transferring the dough onto the baking tray much easier. Gently press down on this dough with a rolling pin and you can start stretching it into an almost rectangular shape. You do not need to be very precise here, just make sure that the dough is 1/4 of an inch thick all the way around. Be very gentle in this process because you could tear the dough by mistake if you overstretch it or if you're very rough with the dough. Keep patting it down so that it lays completely flat. Just make sure that there aren't any major tears in the center of the dough. If you're gentle in this process, nothing should go wrong. And then now you're ready to line the dough with your cheese. On one half of this dough, place your cheese. I have used 1 cup of mozzarella here. You can change the amount of cheese that you use or the kind of cheese that you use according to your preference. I've lined one half of this with the cheese and now I'm going to top it with 2 teaspoons of chili flakes. Again, this is up to your preference. You can add other herbs here or you can add vegetables or anything else. Now fold the remaining dough over the cheese and crimp the edges shut with your fingers. Please do this very well because the cheese will leak out and burn if you do not do this properly. Now you can transfer this onto a greased baking tray. This is where the plastic wrap really comes in handy. Just check to see if there are any major tears and just adjust it according to your baking tray. And now you're ready to brush it with a garlic butter. Once you have completely brushed the loaf with it, you can let it sit for 20 minutes for its second rise. In the meantime, preheat your oven at 200 degrees Celsius. After it has risen, gently slice the top of the bread. Do not cut it all the way through, just make sure that you're scoring the top layers. You're now ready to bake it at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Once done, it should be golden brown and it should smell amazing. Your garlic bread is now ready to be enjoyed by you and your family. Do serve it while it is hot so that the cheese is still stretchy and warm. You can enjoy this as an afternoon snack, as an appetizer or as anything you want. If you liked this recipe, do check out our blog that is in the description block. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching.